Hey guys, quick video on the difference between scapular protraction and ribcage retraction. The first thing that we should note is that the scapula is concave, sitting on a convex ribcage. So when the scapula does move along the ribcage, or when the ribcage moves back or forth on the scapula, we do see this nice congruency between a concave structure and a convex structure. Now, in an open chain position where my shoulder and my scapula is moving on my rib cage, we're going to see this movement of scapular protraction. So in this position, we see my shoulder and scap retracting, right, and coming back on my rib cage, and this is my scapula moving forward, protracting, reaching around on my rib cage. And the serratus anterior is a muscle that is responsible for this action, primarily this action. Now, in a closed chain position, right, is where my rib cage is actually moving back onto my scapula. My rib cage or sternum is moving back in between my shoulder blades, right? So there's going to be positions, potentially even when we're front squatting, where I'm going to need to be able to learn how to get my rib cage back up to my shoulder blades. Or when I'm doing a push-up, for example, right, I'll need to understand how to actually put my rib cage between my shoulder blades. When I'm doing other activities, right, I'll need to understand, right, how to actually reach my hands away from my body. This drill just is a tactile cue, right, to teach your scap and rib cage how to interact with each other a little bit differently. So again, one more time, this is scapular protraction. You can see my hands actually moving out in front of me, and this is actually scapula or rib cage retraction, is my rib cage moving back without my hands moving at all. Okay? So both are important, both are very similar. The main difference is, do you want your scap to move on your rib cage, or do you want your rib cage to move on your scap? Both are very important movements of the human body when we're talking about addressing someone's potential pain and from a performance standpoint.